Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Gachagua TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Yesterday, Gachagua said Kenya is like a company and the voters are like shareholders, that only the shareholders should benefit and get dividends from the company. In a nutshell, he was opining that only those people who voted for Kenya Kwanza should get development. In fact, he went ahead and said that other communities, those who do not vote for Kenya Kwanza, can only get development baada ya wale ambao walipigia Kenya Kwanza kura kushiba. This was shocking in my view, because it means in a country that has over more than 40 tribes, and in a government where only 2 tribes voted for it, that is the Gema Nation and the Kalenjin Nation, then it means all the other communities are not going to get any development. It means that Mount Kenya region and Azimio is not going to get anything. But Mount Kenya and the Kalenjin Nation, that the Rift Valley, hao ndio ambao watavuna, wengine hawezi kupata chochote. Kulingana na Gachagua, mtu hawezi kuvuna asikopanda. And when you look at these guys, this is vomiting on people's shoes. And I've always opined in this channel that many people have been taking Raila Amolo Odinga as somebody who is not doing the right thing. But I'm telling you, Raila Amolo Odinga knows very clearly that this country is sinking. It is a sinking ship. Now, when this country sink down, sisi sote ndio ambao tutaumia. Kwa sababu kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba maisha yamekuwa magumu sana, na tunaona kwamba actually there is no meaningful development that is taking place. And Gachagua went ahead and said that those who voted for Azimio, even if they defect to Kenya Kwanza, they should not expect development. They are not going to receive any development. They are not going to be favored. So he was saying that there is no way you could be opposing the government on the street, then all of a sudden you come and start saying that you want development. This was shocking to the guys, the 9 registrators from Azimio, who are now sleeping with Kenya Kwanza, including the Jubilee. Because I also understand that majority of the Gema Nation, those who voted for Kenya Kwanza and they're in the government, they are not happy with akina Sabina na akina Kanini Kega. They are saying wao wanapewa kipaumbele, na wao walikuwa nje wakipigia Azimio kura, na sasa wanapewa kipaumbele. So they are complaining. And when you see Gachagua talking like this, is because he has realized that this is the narrative from those people who voted for Kenya Kwanza, kwa sababu wanasema kwamba wao kulingana na wao ndio ambao wanafaa kupata maendeleo. And I don't know what you think about this, because when you look at Gachagua is the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, and he deputizes the president. The president is supposed to be the symbol of national unity, but this deputy is a symbol of division and is the king of tribalism. Ni mtu ambaye ukimwangalia utaona kwamba tribalism is something that is very ugly. I've always opined in this channel. And if you look at the country, if you look at issues with tribal prisms, utaona kwamba nchi hii inaweza ikapotea. And if the country sinks, because life is becoming extremely difficult, let me tell you. That's why I'm saying this country is sinking. When I look at Kenya Kwanza, the way they are trying to constitute independent electors and boundaries commission without involving Azimio, without involving everybody who is a stakeholder, I can see this is a boat that this is something that will make the country sink. And this is something that will bring a lot of conflict in this country. This is something that is going to take down this country. And the issue of tribalism is something that should be fought. Although Azimio is fighting very hard for democracy, for justice and fairness, and the other side, you see, is very busy trying to divide the people. Although they are trying to buy the supporters from Azimio and Jubilee, and somehow they are gaining crowds, what we can see is that they are destroying this country. They are destroying the democracy of this country. They are destroying the gains that were made in this country. And none other than James Orego, who opined the other day that we are headed to a single party dictatorship. In fact, that is where we are headed to. A situation whereby that you cannot receive development unless you are in government, unless you're supporting the government, unless it's like a favor now to if you support William Samuel Ruto, it's like you'll be favored, which is wrong in my view, because in 2010 when we had the new constitution, this is when we buried this kind of politicking, kwa sababu ukiangalia utaona kwamba Wakenya wako katika shida kubwa sana. Wakenya wanaelekea kubaya sana, let me tell you. And I have always said that kuna watu ambao kwao kulingana na wao Raila anajaribu kujilipikizia mali, kujitafutia vio na uongozi. Na when you look at it, Raila is fighting for you and me. Raila is fighting so that we can have free and fair election in the future. But many people cannot see this. Na sasa, I think just like Kalonzo was saying the other day, there's no need of going for elections. If we are going for elections, na tukienda katika uchaguzi, already the referee is already compromised. Who is going to participate in a contest whereby the referee has been appointed by one team? Compare this, tuseme kwa mfano ni mchezo wa kabobo, kadada pale ambapo tunaona Arsenal na Man U wakingangana, and then Arsenal ndio ambao mchagua refa. You see, this is something that cannot work in a country like Kenya. And again, if these things continue the way they are going, because we can see the deputy president working very hard to divide this country, I can tell you something very serious is going to happen to this country. Because you see, kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba watu, unajua kuvumilia kuna mwisho. Watu wamevumilia mengi, na sioni, kusema kweli mimi sioni watu wakivumilia IBC, which is leaning heavily towards William Samuel Ruto's party. And again, I don't see watu wakiendelea kuvumilia vile ambavyo wamevumilia, and people are suffering. The price of commodities is shooting every day. And again, the issue of tribalism is something that is looking like it's being institutionalized. Ni kama jambo ambalo sasa ni rasmi, ni kama ukabila ni jambo ambalo sasa inafaa kuendelezwa. And when you see Gachagua saying this, I think it is also the thinking of William Samuel Ruto. Because you see, I don't think Gachagua can contradict the president. And I have not seen him doing so in the past. Wakati ambapo anasema kwamba wale watu ambao walipigia kura Kenya Kwanza ndio ambao watanufaika na maendeleo ya nchi hii, then the blue states must have all the reason to get worried. Those people who voted for Azimio have all the reason to get worried. And I think it is high time that Azimio come up with a strategy of impeaching Rigathi Gachagua. Because this man, when you look at him, he is failing this country. When you look at Rigathi Gachagua, he is hopelessly dividing this country along tribal lines. When we are trying to build a nation, and he's taking us backward. When we are trying to fight tribalism, he is taking us backward. And then again, when you look at this government, it is very busy trying to politicize everything. Politicking from morning to evening, from January to December. I've never seen a government that has done politics like the way Kenya Kwanza is doing. Because immediately that we had the elections, immediately William Samuel Ruto was declared the president, we saw Kenya Kwanza going to the election campaigns. And kile ambacho tunaweza kusema ni kwamba, in fact they are politicking more than Azimio. They are campaigning more than Azimio. And when you look at it, instead of hitting the road and try to change the economy of this country, they are taking a lot of time politicking. They are taking a lot of time dividing the nation. They are taking a lot of time insulting Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Azimio in general. They are taking a lot of time talking things that they don't add anything. Because I've always asked one question. How does insulting Raila Amolo Odinga improve the economy of this nation? How does ridiculing Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta improve the economy of this country? And when you look at this country, you know, UDA must remember that they gave us so many promises. So many things that they say they are going to fulfill. And when you look at what they promised, there's nothing that has been fulfilled. There is absolutely nothing that has been fulfilled. And when you look at this, the patience is burning out. When you look at Kenyans, kusema kweli watu wanazidi kuonekana wamechoka. Wamechoka kwa sababu ya vile ambavyo maisha yalivyo. Wanachoka kwa sababu ya hii serikali hakuna kazi inafanya. Wanachoka kwa sababu jana the bandit wanajitokeza na I think in Turkana they went and stole goats. I think somebody lost 30 goats and I think sheep. In maajabu, it is happening in a country where KDF and the policemen are on the ground trying to tame these guys. Kwa hivyo ukiangalia ni kama kwamba ni kama kuwatemea mate kwa uso. Serikali inatemewa mate kwa uso na magaidi, and the country is busy politicking. The country, the head of state, the deputy president also is busy campaigning. And I think this is wrong in my view. This is wrong in my view. We cannot continue losing the country to the dogs. We cannot continue moving like this. We need to do something. We need to tell William Samoei Ruto that you are taking this country to in the wrong direction. We need to tell Rigathi Gachagua, Mr. Deputy President, you are out of order. We need to tell the cabinet secretaries that you are not working. We need to tell them that you are falling short of our expectation. And what you are saying is not the right thing. What you are doing is not the right thing. This country needs development. This country needs unity. This country needs to see all students in school. This country needs to see electoral justice. I don't know what you think, but if you ask me, this country is hopelessly sinking to the dog. Remember to subscribe to our channel if you have never subscribed, and please remember to like this video, and may you have a blessed Sunday. Bye bye.